Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the WaxMode channel. Today's video I'm going to be covering Meguiar's new hybrid ceramic detailer specifically for use as a coating topper. And I've already got my results in, guys. This stuff is performing absolutely incredibly on the paint, on top of a lot of these weathered coatings that have been on the paint for a long time. And I'm just loving this stuff right now in the short term. My first impressions of this product is this is very good. This is right up my alley for what I'm looking for out of a spray topper to help maintain the coatings, and not just maintain them over the months and years, but to help revive a lot of the hydrophobic performance that we might have lost during the process. And so back here are some of the products and coatings that I'm going to be covering in this video. I've got the Atom Ceramic Spray Coating next to IGL Premier, which has been going on for 11 months on the paint without any sort of toppers. XO V4 and Gliss version 2 have been going on for 8 months. CQuartz UK 3.0 and the original CQuartz coating going on for 20 months. And then the Blackfire Pro ceramic coating have been going on for 15 months of total durability. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to be jumping back and forth between clips to show you guys the progression of why hybrid ceramic detailer is standing out as a coating topper. So this wash and rinse with Card Pro Reset was the first wash in a total period of 6 months. So this was about a month ago for me making this video. The paint had not been washed and rinsed for 6 total months, and you can see the hydrophobic behavior of CQuartz UK 3.0 on this driver's side door has been severely hampered. It's diminished. We've got a lot of contamination on the paint. We've got water spotting. We've probably got some road grime that's a little bit more difficult to fully wash through. So that's sapping out a lot of the hydrophobic performance out of the coating. And when we go that long, when we go 6 months without washing the paints, even when it does have a coating on there, if the coating's over a year old, it's reasonable to expect a dropping off of the hydrophobic behavior. And so this doesn't mean that the coating is fully worn off the paint. It's not time to freak out. It's not time to say, oh, this is a junky coating because it's not going to last, up to 2 years or whatever. This is still, we still have a good base to be able to apply our topper to the surface to try and bring back some of that hydrophobic performance. And I could try at this point to run heavier decon methods, maybe a water spot removal, maybe iron decon with a clay bar. But sometimes when the coating is in a fragile state like this, those heavier decon methods are going to degrade the coating beyond the point of being able to repair it. That's not what I want to try out at this point. I just want to try toppers to see if we can really bring back and keep a good level of hydrophobicity on the paint. So this is CQuartz, the original formula, the non-UK version right here. I had been topping CQuartz. I had been topping CQuartz UK with Bead Maker on a regular basis before that 6-month time period where I didn't wash the paint, with awesome results. So my thought process at that point was I'm going to apply Bead Maker on top of the entire CQuartz section right here. And then on the CQuartz UK section, I'm going to split that 50-50. On the right half, I'll do Bead Maker. On the left half, I'll do Card Pro Reload to see the repairing capabilities of those two toppers. So again, CQuartz UK plus Reload on the left half, and I've got Bead Maker on the right half. And I can see right away that I don't have anywhere near the repairing performance that I'm looking for. And it's been 2 weeks since I applied the toppers to the paint at this point in this clip. The car was driven a lot. We got a lot of rain during that time point as well. But I can tell right away that, when you've gotten repair on a coating, you're going to see a pretty consistent amount of hydrophobics across the entire panel. Bead Maker has done a really good job in repairing some weathered coatings in the past for me. But again, we're at in between 19 to 20 months of durability at this point. And that's stretching it for the type of repair that I'm trying to get out of these two products. But if you guys saw my Bead Maker video review that I did, I set aside a lot of time in that video to cover Bead Maker's ability as a coating topper, and it performed amazingly as well. It was a very good coating topper, but we're at that point right now to where the coatings they're just too weathered for Bead Maker to be able to perform at this level right now. And so my thought process at that point here was, let's continue to use Bead Maker. Let's continue to use Reload, multiple applications to see if we can slowly build up a better hydrophobic element and revive the coatings that way, which is a good idea. But I had also I picked up a hybrid ceramic detailer off of Amazon, and I already started playing around with it in the short term. And the hydrophobics were so crazy on immediate application. I knew that it was one of the products that I wanted to really try and see if it could revive the coatings. And you can see the Blackfire Pro here paired with Bead Maker. Blackfire actually did a really good job paired with Bead Maker, as well as CQuartz UK and CQuartz. Really receptive to Bead Maker as a maintenance product, but still too weathered at this point. All right, so here's the kicker, guys. This is Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Detailer. Applied one application 2 weeks ago on the paint. So this is the first wash and rinse after 2 weeks. And you can see the difference in performance between how this is behaving compared to CQuartz Pro Reload, compared to Bead Maker. It is a complete night and day difference in performance. And one of the concepts that I want to try and get you guys to understand is the hybrid ceramic detailer is working in conjunction with the base layer coating in order to provide this type of hydrophobicity after 2 weeks on the paint. Your base layer protectants, the type of condition that they're in, or even if you don't have any protectants on the paint, if you're working on bare paint, the condition of the paint itself is going to have a massive impact on the performance of how your topper is going to be behaving in the short term and the long term. You can see here the areas of the paint that I have not coated. This rear quarter section here has not been coated. I still applied hybrid ceramic detailer to it, and you can see it's nowhere near the performance of what we're seeing on the areas that were coated. In this test here, this showcases that this product synergizes almost perfectly with coatings. It likes to have coatings as a base layer protectant to latch onto. So I've gone ahead and dried the paint. I'm going to grab the Gilmore nozzle out with the flood setting. We're going to check just how fast the water sheets off the surface. And you can use this type of flood setting to really dry the paint as well. You get a lot of water off if you've got a lot of beading all over the paint and you don't have a blower. But I also use it to check the condition of the coatings or even the waxes and sealants that I'm working with. You know, if I have been applying toppers onto the surface, any areas where the base layer protectant has really degraded in a specific area, you'll see it on the sheeting rate. It's not going to sheet off as cleanly as it could be. And with coatings, if I've been maintaining them on a regular basis and I'm still getting those areas, the specific areas continue to pop up on the paint when I try and sheet it, where the water's not sheeting as cleanly, this means that I either have too much contamination in that specific spot and I need to run a heavier decon, or the coating could just be weathered beyond the point of repair. But you can see here, I mean, the sheeting rate is still very good. It's still very clean. At this point, you know, we didn't have to run super heavy decon on the surface. All we had to do was just top it up with a good topper that's going to be able to revive the coating to give us back that hydrophobic performance that we're looking at seeing. So again, back here is the Blackfire Pro area, still super clean on the paint. But look what happens when I try and flood the water off the section that hasn't had a coating applied to it, but I've still topped this section with hybrid ceramic detailer by itself. It's nowhere near as clean or as fast as the coated areas on the paint. This is product synergy. This is a coating working in conjunction with the topper to give us a crazy amount of performance. Now that section of the quarter panel that I did not coat, if I had gone ahead and buffed the paint off and then applied hybrid ceramic detailer, it probably would have held up much better over the 2 week period. You know, again, the base layer condition of the surface that you're working on needs to be in good shape. Otherwise, your toppers are just not going to be able to perform at the level that you want them to. On this section of the passenger side rear door, I've got Atom spray coating on the left half, IGL Premier on the right half. Both of these going on 11 months of durability. And in this rinse here, I applied hybrid ceramic detailer 2 weeks ago onto the paint. So that's the first time either of these products have been topped up throughout the duration of this durability test. And once again, you can see a stark difference in the performance just based on the condition of your base layer protectant before we topped it up with hybrid ceramic detailer. On the front door here, on the left half, I had Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax, and on the right half, I had Mother CMX, both going through the same 11-month durability test, both topped up for the first time with Hybrid Ceramic Detailer 2 weeks ago. And you can see, I mean, there was no evidence or very little evidence of survivability at that point before I topped it up with Hybrid Ceramic Wax. And it's just not going to latch onto the paint when we don't have a good surface for it to be able to bond to. And on the glass, I also applied the ceramic detailer to it. It's just crazy hydrophobic on the glass. No coatings have been applied to that rear quarter section panel. I've got the Blackfire Pro again on the rear bumper here with just awesome revivability, awesome performance. You can see the difference in the performance between the Blackfire Pro compared to the Atom spray coating as well. Now on the front of the car over here, on the left half of the hood, I've got XO V4 applied, going on 8 months of durability, side by side with Gliss version 2 on the right half of the paint. Both of these were topped up with hybrid ceramic detailer 2 weeks ago. You can see the XO side is definitely holding up. It's accepted the hybrid ceramic detailer at a much better and a much more consistent level compared to Gliss version 2. All right, so I've gone ahead and dried the paint and pulling back out the Gilmore fluid nozzle just to check the sheeting rate again, to see just do an observation of the condition of the paint. And this Adam spray coating was so weathered after not washing the paint for 6 months. That first wash, it looked like there was basically zero protection left on the surface. But you can see, even though your coating or your sealant is severely degraded, you can still try topping products that are going to be receptive and being able to revive a little bit of the hydrophobic element of the coating. And so I'm super impressed. I mean, I'm loving this ceramic detailer. It smells great. It's easy on off. It leaves a decently slick feeling surface. You can see on top of the Adam side, it's still not perfect, but what I would do is I would try multiple applications of ceramic detailer to see if we can get that bump it up to a better level. The Blackfire Pro coating here at 15 months of durability, and it's sheeting. Look how clean that water sheet line is. It's sheeting off as if this was like a couple weeks of fresh performance. But there's certainly still a lot of testing to be done with hybrid ceramic detailer here. I'm very interested to see how this holds up in the long term. I'll probably do another video that covers it in more of a general sense for guys that don't have coatings. This video here is specifically geared towards, its performance as a coating topper, but a lot of guys that watch my videos aren't involved with coatings, and I'm a big advocate for paint coatings. As you can see, we're at 15, 20 months of durability, and these coatings are still going extremely strong. And even the Adam ceramic spray coating here, which is geared towards 6 to 12 months of durability, and we're at 11 months, topping it with ceramic detailer, and it's still holding up at a decent level. And I definitely want to take a look at the ceramic detailer and see how that performs on top of hybrid ceramic wax, the spray wax, and also their new hybrid ceramic liquid wax. See how the entire system synergizes with itself. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing for additional content and testing coming up in the future. And for those of you looking to try out the hybrid ceramic detailer, checking the links in the description below. I've got that set up with Amazon so that if you click the links, that helps support the channel for additional content. The new detailer is going to retail for around $17 for 26 fluid ounces, or $30 for their quick clay kit that comes with 18 ounces of the detailer with the synthetic clay pad. But thanks again for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'll see you later.